What is going on? Happy Wednesday. We are coming at you live from downtown Chicago here at Atlas Stationers. Y'all already know it's another bi-weekly episode of Hollywood Hour. Insert the sound mix. Dun, dun, dun. Today we have an unprecedented live stream that we are going to be bringing to you. It will require a lot of participation through the chat because today we are going to play a TTRPG, a tabletop role-playing game, and I have never done one before, so this is either going to go very smoothly, which will be fun, or it's going to go not as smoothly, which will be very entertaining. So I'll walk you through the game that I have here. I didn't really read into it that much because I wanted to be on the same playing field as you, the audience who are viewing this live. But I think I have to write some prompts, roll some dice, pick some cards, all that good stuff. But before we jump in, you know I'm always filled with announcements. The Fountain Pen Tournament Challenge, we actually did just release round 2 results. So now there are only 16 pens left in this year's tournament. Round 3 voting opens tomorrow, March 27th. You can look at your ranking. We did update all of the scores of the brackets. So go to our website, then click prediction rankings, and you can see where you stand. Hollywood right here, ranked number 2 overall. Ain't no one beating me. I'm going to keep flowing and moving my way up to number 1. So good luck the rest of the way. Keep in mind, we do have a ton of prizes. If you go and vote each round, you will be entered into a huge giveaway pool to win some pens. And then the top scores of each round and the overall tournament will win some crazy stuff as well. We have over $7,000 in pen prizes to give away. So please make sure you're participating all the way through the tournament. We got a good amount of people in the chat. What's up, David? What's up? Opal, JD, Nikki, Lucas, how we doing? Congrats on the number 2 ranking. Thank you. Thank you. People in the Discord server think I'm cheating. I knew that was going to happen. So I actually posted my filled out bracket into the Discord server. That way there's proof that my picks were submitted prior to the results. Because I know y'all are keeping a close eye on me. Keep in mind as well, our March Experience Pen Sale is happening this Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time. We have a lot of great products listed that will be on sale at up to 60% off, including a bunch of Nexi boxes, etc. So again, join the Discord. You can find the Experience Pen Sale channel where we will participate, or where the event will take place, where you can participate. Oh my goodness, we got food, not food, mumble jumble. I guess I'm hungry. How many accounts did you make to load up the votes? 2. Actually 3. There's 3 accounts. The first one I made was a test run. I think I did it under Brendan, like Brendan Test. The official one was Hollywood. And then we did one for our Hollywood Hour 2 weeks ago. We filled out a bracket with the whole community. That one is ranked 20th overall at the moment. So give yourselves a round of applause. The Hollywood Hour team bracket or community bracket has been popping off. We're in the top 20. You guys are doing some good work. So, John, what's up? What's up? All right, so let me show you what I've got here, and then we'll jump into the game. First, this is called Alone on a Journey. Have any of you played this before? Let me know, and yeah, we can switch the cameras here. We got an over-the-top camera. We're super advanced here at Atlas. We've got the Alone on a Journey, a collection of solo adventuring games by Tokuma Okada. You can get this on NoRoadHome.itch.io. 1 player, plus a whole crowd of live audience people. 30 plus minutes, and a journaling game. Has anyone played this before? So we've got that. Then it requires a deck of cards, which we've got right here. When I knew I needed to order a deck of cards and some dice, well, I had some at home that I could have used, but you know I had to go get the sauciest set. So these are the cards right here. Look at that. Look at that gold foiling. These are fire. These are fire. I mean, sheesh. Okay. So I got that. And then, of course, all I needed was 1 6-sided dice. So I, of course, ordered an entire set. These are gas too. Look at these. Yeah, these are sick. So we do have a whole bunch. I was thinking that, you know, if this is a lot of fun, we can expand and do more live streams revolving around dice. Maybe we can play an ongoing D&D campaign like once a month where we pick up where we left off. Just making sure it's not weighted. It's not weighted. This is not my Inception. What do they call it? Not a token. Oh gosh, no! It's one of my favorite movies. You seen Inception?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it though.
Oh, what's it called? Each person.
Like artifacts or something.
Yeah, each person has to have their own like piece that no one else can know the weight of, because that's how they determine if they're an Inception. Is it token? I don't think it's called a token. I don't think so. All right, well, whatever. These are not weighted. I've never played with this before, so this is truly a mystery. Then we have a Rhodia notepad because I got to take some notes. A totem. Boom, there it is, totem. For my choice of pen today, I was going to roll with a ballpoint, but I was getting made fun of by the team here, so I went ahead and grabbed my favorite pen, the Edison 1-of-1 football pen. You can't get this anywhere. This is like super sick. So let me fill it up. I have no idea what ink I was using prior, but this is not a good example because I have ink in here and I did not have time to clean it out. So we're gonna do the forbidden. Fill up your pen with a different ink before cleaning it out. Make sure there's nothing in there. All right, and for the ink, by the way, I'm gonna be using, is this Writer's Blood or Ox Blood? Writer's Blood. Let me move the deck of cards. It'd be a shame if I mess that up. And as I do this, I guess I should mention, the Chicago Pen Show is like 5 weeks away. Are any of you planning to come to the Chicago Pen Show? We have 9 tables. We have 9 tables this year, and it's in Oak Brook. And we have some vendors that will be joining us at our table. Yeah, I think I'm good. Crystal is leaving the room, which means there's no supervision, so this could go in any direction, you guys, any direction. But yeah, so we have 9 tables, and we essentially have a lot of vendors joining us, like Sailor, Esterbrook. They'll be at our table, and then we'll also have the likes of Coles of London, Visconti, and St. DuPont, and then luxury brands, Platinum, Waldman. They'll all be there really close to our table, same with Pelican, and we're going to be one big group that will be working together to get you the product you need. Crystal talked me into going to the pen show. Nikki, that's what's up. Yeah, we're also working on some Discord meetups. JD will be there. Men says no, but things can change. David, I'm probably going to try making it on Saturday. My first pen show ever. It's amazing. It's a great time. Excuse me. All right, are we ready? Are we ready to try this out? I'm gonna have to figure out the best layout here. I imagine what I'll do is I will first shuffle the deck. Lucas, I finally found where on my shelf was my copy of Alone on a Journey. Ah, so you played it. Are we in for a treat? Are we in for a treat, or like, am I about to sit here playing aimlessly? All right, Nikki, cut the deck. Tell me when to stop, Nikki. You have like a 10-second delay, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Nikki, say stop. Right there, boom, okay. Don't know if that affects anything. This is not gambling, so I hope you set me up right for the game, because it all starts with the cut of the deck. We already know that. All right, are we ready, folks? Give me some sort of indicator in the chat that we are ready. I stapled this, by the way. That's pretty impressive. You see that? I stapled that. It's probably the most artsy I've been in years. Lucas said, well, I own it. I haven't read it. I haven't read all I've owned. It's been a few years since I've looked at it. Well, then here you go, brother. We're in for a treat together. David says they're ready. So let me just walk you through the premise of a TTRPG such as this, like a journaling game. It requires you to basically participate, and it's essentially a game where the dice and the cards dictate the direction the game goes in. And then with journaling games, there's prompts that you can write out to elevate the experience. All right, here we go. Crystal's in the chat. Jun says they're ready. Same with Oppo Ghost. All right, so here we go. I am going to show off my reading skills. So I think it's going to give us the directions and everything. Some of our team members, our content team, went through this to give me some cues to help me out a little bit, but I don't know anything about this game. So let's get after it. Alone on a Journey. Alone on a Journey, a collection of solo adventuring games. Okay, special thanks. If you guys have any feedback or any qualms, make sure you email noroadhomestudio@gmail.com. Or maybe we can get sponsored and maybe these people do other games. So maybe we should all email them anyways and just say, oh my gosh, we loved your game. Send more to Atlas Stationers, and then we can get these. Hollywood reading skills, hopefully no difficult words. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to make them up. Alone among the stars, you are a solitary adventurer hopping from planet to planet exploring. Each world has unique features for you to discover and record. They are represented by cards from a standard deck placed face down. We're starting off hot. We're doing good. We're doing good. To find a new planet, roll a 6-sided die and place cards face down equal to the number rolled. To flip over a card to discover something, roll a 6-sided die. On a 1 to 2, it's arduous. Oh my gosh, what is that? What the heck is that? Arduous. Who picked this game? Stop. Y'all don't even know how to pronounce that. Arduous? To get to. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to assume it's impossible to get to. Why are they using this? Is supposed to be like 10 years plus. Okay, on a 3 to 4, you come upon it suddenly. On a 5 to 6, you spot it as you are resting. So maybe arduous means it's far. It means difficult. There you go. Hey, I put that together. The suit and rank determine the discovery. In your ship's log, a small journal, if you have one. Yes, we have plenty of those here. Rhodia number 16 dot pad. Get it at Atlas Stationers. Record a short description and your reaction in a few sentences, and roll for the next card. Each time you complete a planet, give it a number or a name and find a new planet. Play until you are tired and want to return home. If you want to remember your travels, save the journal. If the memories bring you pain, burn it. Arduous. Yeah, you guys know it was arduous the whole time. I was testing you. Arduous. I was saying arduous. They're also together among the stars. That's a duet game. Well, that'll be fun. All right, so I guess to recap, because I was so enamored by arduous, it seems like we just roll a dice and place cards face down equal to the numbers. So if I roll a 6, I put 6 cards down. And then whether it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's the distance or how challenging it is to get to that planet. The suit and rank determine the discovery. I think those are prompts that we get from the dice number and the rank of the card. Okay, all right, everyone got it? I think I got it. Okay, so here we go. So here's the suits and the ranks. So a diamond, if I pull a diamond card, diamonds are living beings, people like or unlike you. Fish, dinosaurs, wolves, birds, and giant insects. I hate giant insects. Clubs are plants and other immobile forms of life. Towering trees, carnivorous pitchers, giant ferns, glowing weeds, floating flowers, oozing mushrooms, etc. I also hate mushrooms. Hearts are ruins, mysterious obelisks, vine-covered temples, abandoned dwellings for people bigger than you, a wrecked spaceship. Spades are natural phenomena. Huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metals, etc. Seems like spades are by far the dopest.
And then everything else you can keep as like a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Like all the rankings, you can keep that as a surprise.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Was I supposed to keep the suit as surprise?
Yeah,
No.
if you want to.
Oh, oops. All right, we already read that. Rankings, we are keeping a surprise.
There we go.
Okay, so I think page 5 this is it. We're ready, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys, let's go. We're going to beat the game. You might want to look at the different versions you can play in the book, then decide which one you want to play. I'm just going to play whichever one comes first.
We're going to do the planet.
Yeah, Alone in the
Among
ancient
Stars.
in the ancient city.
Okay, so that's going to be different.
Oh, which one do you think I should play?
Well, you just read the one Among the Stars, the one Among the Stars. You can definitely start off with that one.
Oh yeah, let's do Among the Stars.
You
Okay.
already read it, so let's do that one. So basically, you would pull a card and then roll the dice, and then you create a story.
Oh, that's way easier than I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
I was getting ready to like flip through this book.
No, you don't have to.
Okay,
Each scenario is just 3 pages.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I don't want to put this on camera.
No worries.
So wait, this requires me to make up stories?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, you have a chat that can help you.
That's amazing. You
All
guys,
right.
this is a very abstract game.
Mhm.
So here we go. We're going to roll the dice.
And pull a card.
3. I think we put 3 down.
Nope, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Just pull one card.
2 of diamonds. So let's see what that means. First off, the suit. Diamonds are living beings. People like or unlike you. Fish, dinosaurs, wolves, birds, giant insects, etc. And the rank was 2. Under the light of the moons.
Yes. And so for your dice, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you happen to come upon it suddenly.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So we came upon this planet very, very suddenly. And
What did you encounter?
okay, here we go. Story time.
There you go.
Do you guys want me to write this out or should I draw? I feel like drawing would be crazy. All right, here we go. So I'm going to read the prompt one more time. We'll do both writing and drawing. You guys need to start coming up with things that should be included in the story. Again, we came across this planet very suddenly, and there are diamonds, which are living beings. There's people like or unlike ourselves, fish, dinosaurs, wolves, birds, giant insects, and it's under the light of the moons.
Yes.
Could be plural. Draw the alien you found. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is going to be way better than writing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I'll leave a space to put a caption. Oh, this is
You can
great.
have like an entire picture book at the end of this.
This is so great.
You can like create your story as you draw.
Yeah, so right now, first off, I feel like this game is going to allow me to really tap into my inner creativity, which I might have to dive into some Rick and Morty creativity because that is a very broadened universe. So here we go.
What's the name of your planet?
So the name of my planet is the name of the planet is going to be the Holly Jolly World planet. Full of the Hollywood Nights. Perfect. Ooh, this color's sick. Hollywoodites. And right now I am going to draw the first citizen of the planet or an alien that we're coming across. And one thing you guys don't know about Hollywoodites, they are incredibly swole beings. They basically are some of the most swole beings in the universe. We came across this suddenly, so one thing that we didn't realize is that they are friendly unless you insult them. So if any of you insult this Hollywoodite, they are going to get aggressive, and we don't want that. Hollywoodites are very welcoming. They come across as intimidating, and each Hollywoodite has a gentleman's mullet. Just like that. No ears, though. No ears. He looks sleepy. Well, yes, because it's under the moon right now per the rank, meaning it's nighttime. But here's what you don't know, is that on this planet, it's always nighttime. And here, the moons look like chocolate chip cookies. That one actually looks like a Dragon Ball. But Hollywoodites also are all diagnosed with narcolepsy. So they're always tired, but they're still pushing through. Each Hollywoodite also has, well, the human's greatest companion, dogs, but they're called Hollywood doggies on this planet. This is great. This is so great. You guys, it's going to take me a couple attempts to really think about how to form stories.
Totally.
He has legs, must be a mammal? Yes. Wow, I'm scared.
So basically, this could be like your practice run.
Yeah.
And then we can like go into finding a new planet if you want.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Here you go. What you guys don't realize is all the dogs, they only have one breed. They're schnauzers. Oh wait, Hollywoody doggy. By the way, this pen's so sweet. Hollywood doggies, Hol dogs. We need stickers of all of these. Yeah, we will be retaining these. Okay. What is the type of food that these Hollywoodites eat? Somebody tell me. Yeah, I don't think these games were intended to be played on a live stream because I feel like this takes a level of creativity to like think about what you want to write out. Pop rocks, that is a great idea. Pop rocks.
A bowl of Pop Rocks?
Yeah, no, we're gonna draw like the bag. Don't they come in bags?
Yes. The black ones, right?
Yeah, we'll do the rocks already popping out.
Mushrooms and olives.
Mushrooms and olives, I hate mushrooms. I don't know why you would suggest such a thing. Okay, but you guys, we also need more living beings. What other living beings?
You can move on to the next thing.
Oh, the next, okay.
Yeah, so you can roll again.
Okay, are we satisfied?
Well, this is the first thing that you see on the planet.
Oh, okay.
And then you can move on to the next.
Okay, so I guess Holly Jolly World Planet, it was a pleasure seeing you. I agree, let's move on.
Do you want to go to a different planet or do you want to stay on this
No, we need to get out of here. These Hollywoodites look like they want to beat me up.
All right. So we're gonna burn this card.
Okay, so that card's gone.
Yeah. And so when you roll this dice, it's going to be we're going to pull the number of cards that you roll.
2.
Okay. So let's pull 2 cards.
Okay.
Put the face down, and then these are the 2 moments you're gonna have on the next planet.
Okay.
All right. So you can.
So say goodbye to this amazing artwork.
Yeah. Say goodbye to that planet.
Okay.
And we can move on to the next planet.
All right. So I flip them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go.
So you're gonna roll the dice again.
Oh,
And
okay.
then you're gonna do the card.
That was a 3. So now I pick both cards.
Just one.
Chat, left or right? Left or right?
Come on, Chad. Let's be alive.
Yeah. This is really going to have to like make me just start improvising off the top of the dome. Right. Okay. So 4 of spades. So let me read out what spades are again. My favorite out of the bunch. Spades are natural phenomena, huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds. That makes me think of the B.O.B. and Lil Wayne song, Strange Clouds. Should I draw Lil Wayne? Rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metals. And 4, in a steep canyon. This is going to be a really crazy scene. I immediately want to think of a similar scene of Goku fighting Frieza in Dragon Ball Z.
And you rolled a 3.
Yeah, and I rolled a 3.
So as you come up on this new planet,
Yeah,
you come upon this
yeah.
like
Very suddenly again, we are shocked.
canyon.
Yeah.
You encounter a canyon.
All right, so we're actually going to draw in third person me in a spaceship coming across this planet very suddenly.
Yes. And you encounter a canyon, but what do you see? What is the natural phenomena that you see?
Yeah, the natural phenomena we see is this planet has the 3-body problem. 3 suns. That's not on the planet, but shout out to that show. What do we see, guys? You guys can't make me think of all this because this is this is actually probably the hardest Hollywood hour I've come across yet.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. So we've got the ravine here. We're overlooking the canyon. Think Star Trek. What do we see in the canyon? By the way, this is flying. It's maybe like we're hovering here. Aurora Borealis in the canyon. How am I supposed to draw that? All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
It's a great recommendation. Some of these might be better with writing.
Yeah, you can like just create the story as you draw it. So, can you describe what the aurora borealis would look like in a canyon?
Yeah, the aurora borealis. What it looks like in a canyon is a whole bunch of spilt diamine ink. Spilt diamine ink, just the ink bottle is just a never-ending flow of ink, and it puddles all in the bottom right here.
Oh my gosh, that's your natural phenomenon. Like it's just a canyon of ink.
It's just a canyon of ink.
Canyon of ink.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? I can't forget the suns, the three-body problem. So on this planet, what you guys don't realize is the three suns act very unpredictable. So when we are in a chaos stage on this planet, all the ink dries up, and so all of the little fishies dry up. These are fishes. How do you draw a fish? Is it like this? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll show you this close up. Don't worry. All the fishes, they dry up as well, and they go into the soil. But during a safe period, the ink flows in plentiful, and basically life thrives. So let me draw a tree coming out of the side right here. We're not in a chaos stage right now. We're in a plentiful. Let's see what else. What other creatures? What are the creatures? Lightning. Lightning. We need lightning in here.
Yeah.
We need lightning.
You can also move on to the next thing that you explore on the planet.
Oh, okay, okay.
So whenever you're ready.
You guys, look at this. Wait, let me draw the rays. All right, here we go.
What would the name of this planet be?
Yeah, the name of this planet would be... That's the hardest part, is coming up with the name of the planet.
Inkwell.
Yeah, my first name for Holly Jolly World Planet was such a bad name. Let's just call it what it is. Sheenfish. I love it. Okay, sheenfish. So the three suns actually reflect off the fish's scales very brightly, and it blinds my spaceship driver. So we decide to pull up, and we have to move on from this area to go explore something even crazier. The source of where the ink comes from, the mountain of ink.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is insane.
Okay.
Diamania, I like that. This is World
There
Diamania.
you go. And then you can do another dice roll.
And the other card?
And then the other card. And
I
then
see.
we're gonna move on to the next thing.
Okay, here we go. So we are moving on. Sorry guys, I'm smearing the ink so much. Okay, sheen fishies, that's so sick. You can mix styles, cool. All right, so now we pulled up, and we are going to head to the mountain of ink, the source of the ink spillage. Let's roll this. 5. Let's flip this. 2. All right, so we're on the same planet, and we are going to be resting at the mountain of ink. So imagine Hickley Springs, but just ink only, okay? And then 2 of spades, so same thing, huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metal. What type of metal, what type of mineral or resource is also on the mountain outside of just the ink flowing down? And then 2 again, we're under the light of the moon. This is about to be scenic. A giant mountain nib, that's exactly right. The mountain of ink is actually a volcano in the center where the ink spouts out through the nib over the mountaintop. So here we go, here we go. And the nib volcano has a smiley face. Shout out to that one quick short animated film. You know, it's the volcano who's singing the song, He's So Lonely, and then he erupts and he doesn't realize he's making another volcano. But then when the other volcano emerges, the original volcano guy ends up going dormant, so he didn't get to see the beauty of the other volcano, and then eventually they all sing together, happy ending. I forgot what that's from, but that's what this is right here. So we have ink, so the ink is coming out of the nib, and then the mountain range. And then this is the ink oozing into the canyon. At the top of the mountains, what do we see at the peaks? The mountain peaks, what do we see? Copper, ruthenium. Yes, we see fountain pens with ruthenium trim somehow on the mountaintops. Those are the natural species. They're fountain pens that are very pointy, and they are aggressive. They are aggressive. And then also, there's also a fountain pen with wings. Check that out. Check that out. Flock of pelicans, very nice. It's a burping pen, the scariest thing. Yes, lots of leakage. The nib volcano is not dormant. It is very active. But these fountain pens with ruthenium trim, they're aggressive. Because they know they're not as pretty as fountain pens with rose gold trim. It is their enemy, their what's the proper word there? They're just jealous. The ruthenium trim pen species is jealous of the rose gold pen species. That's why on most Atlas exclusives, you see rose gold on the pen. The rival, there we go, the rivals. Yeah. Look at that drawing right there. That's so impressive. That's so impressive. Yes, these species go by pelican. They're the pelicans. You guys, we are cooking. We are cooking right now. No idea. Let's get the spoon out. We need to cook more. Are you guys enjoying this? I gotta be honest, it started off slow. I was pretty confused on what to do, but we're cooking now. So we're gonna switch planets. Here you go.
Do you want to do another planet, or do you want a different scenario?
Chat, you want
We have the ancient city.
So we could do a different scenario. So basically, similar game, different scenario, or we can do one more planet. What do you want? What do you want? Tell me right now. Tell me right now what you want.
And then the other scenario is alone among the shifting trees.
So alone among the shifting trees, or alone?
Forest or an ancient city.
Forest or ancient city.
Or we could stay with the planets.
Or the planets. These got to go in the Hall of Fame. Look at this.
That's crazy.
Look at that.
Oh, they want another planet.
Another planet?
Okay.
We haven't been to the paper planet yet? Okay. This one's actually pretty impressive. The story behind that one was good.
That was really good.
Ancient city. Okay, we'll do one more planet, and then we'll go to ancient city.
So you're going to roll the dice again, and then we'll pull the number of cards that we roll.
Here we go. I feel like we're not doing, I'm always rolling 2. 4.
Okay. So
1,
roll 4 cards.
2, 3, 4.
So you're going to have 4 different scenarios.
Okay, perfect.
What you encounter. So you can roll again, and then flip over one of the cards.
Okay. So wait, 1 again. We're actually we moved planets. We're no longer on Diamondia, blah blah. Diamania. Yeah, I forgot the name there. And oh gosh, Arduous.
Yeah.
We're coming onto a planet that's arduous to get to. Arduous. So we are going to show you my exploration of me attempting to land on the planet before we officially land. Mm-hmm. And the first card is the 4 of clubs. So clubs on this planet, or what we see, are plants or other immobile forms of life, towering trees, carnivorous pitchers, giant ferns, glowing weeds, floating flowers, oozing mushrooms, etc. And it's in a steep canyon again. I'm not doing a canyon. We're flipping that. We're doing another one. Here we go. Okay, club. So same idea, but the planet is floating in air. Aren't all planets floating in air? Wait a minute. Whoa.
No, your next thing.
The next thing I see.
So
Oh, okay.
Plant is going to be floating in air.
Okay, so.
Whatever immobile form of life.
Gotcha, okay. So first, let me draw the spaceship of us coming across. This looks like a cowboy hat. Okay, here we go.
What's the name of this planet?
Yeah, so we will have to discover a name. My wife and Schnauzer dog Winnie are also with me.
Oh.
That's very cute. That's very cute. But what we didn't realize is the planet is actually the shape of a head. Because this is so creepy. Because we didn't realize that our saucer was the hat. And the floating shards of shimmer that need to be mined. Yeah, we will come across some shimmer. But first, the planet is not just a single planet, it is a lot of planets of heads. So we got that.
Like a constellation of heads.
Yep, a constellation. That looks like a baby. That looks like a baby. So bad. Okay. This one is going to be an elephant's head. Okay. How we feel about that? So now, what you guys don't realize is each head has trees stemming out at the top of their head. I accidentally killed the tree on the head I landed because I parked my spaceship there. So there's that. And floating in air. And let's see what else we see. We
You also
are.
gotta roll.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll.
Yeah.
6. So now we spotted something as we were resting right here on this head into the distance. And it is on a snowy peak of a mountain. So, another mountain. That's the mountain.
Yeah. And so you're going to encounter a plant or an immobile form of life.
We are going to encounter, I don't really know how to draw anything outside of a flower or a tree.
It could be a boulder, a rock.
A rock!
A rock that looks like something.
Okay, so off into the distance we see a rock. And this rock is essential for delivering pizzas. And the rock, although appeared to be immobile, has a sponge that actually rides the rock down the mountain to deliver a pizza, accompanied by a squid who is really upset with the sponge who wants to ride the rock. Is it a rock or do they call it a boulder?
You call it a boulder. A rock is like quite small.
Okay.
A boulder's like quite a big rock.
Okay, I don't think anyone gets the reference, but that's okay.
Is it like
These?
Kansas?
No. SpongeBob. The Krusty Krab. They deliver pizza. Okay, I'll take some comments now, because I went off script. Mont Blanc. We'll call this Mont Blanc, okay. This is Mont Blanc, home of the squid and sponges that deliver pizzas on boulders. And
I just got the reference.
yeah,
Because they
the Krusty Krab pizza
Yeah.
is the pizza for you and me. Okay, here are the ore veins. And
Atlas iron ore.
yeah, agreed. Yeah, this is called Atlas iron ore. And what you guys don't realize, oops, I said stationers, is that the rock actually fuels off of the iron ore in order to move. And it can defy gravity and does not tumble down. Perfect.
That's creative.
This is there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in my head, and I feel like this is somewhat portraying it.
Yeah. Do you want to move on to the next thing that you see?
Yeah, here we go. 4. In a steep canyon.
But you have to also roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
6. So we're resting again. We see a steep canyon. I'm going to skip that. I want something new. You like it? Good.
Fill out 4s.
Jack, in the desert.
Oh, okay. From mountain to the desert.
Okay. Well, we're going to follow our heroes of the story, the sponge and the squid, who are riding a boulder. And no one named this planet yet. How about Bikini Bottom? That has a good ring to it. Here you go. That's a sponge. I forgot he's got a little tie too. And then boom.
The sponge guy's gonna like dry out in the desert.
He is gonna dry out. Yeah, we do need to come across a squirrel. Did you guys know squirrels usually have a dome underwater where they have oxygen? It's pretty crazy. Okay, here we go. There's the sponge. Highly disturbing. And here is the squid. You guys like to eat squid? I've had squid before. It's pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like squid. Okay, and what did we see again? A jack? In the desert. So I am just going to draw, boom, the Robert Oster pink squirrel. That's perfect.
What's the suit? Spades.
The suit is spades. Yeah, so natural phenomenon, huge crystal formations, lightning, etc. Yeah, our heroes here came across a bottle of ink that happened to be called Pink Squirrel.
In the desert.
In the desert. But wait, it's a mirage. What they really don't notice, this is Noodler's Bay State Blue, and if they drink it, they'll turn blue forever.
Wow.
Boom. End of story.
Wow.
All right, let's switch up the game.
Really delving into the fountain pen.
So that, honestly, I think that's why I'm struggling, is because I'm doing my best to somewhat try to convey it to the pen world or to like the products we carry. But that's what I'm running into, is like, if I could just full blown just not correlate it to anything Atlas related, this could get really crazy. But it's kind of hard because I'm trying to continue to, and it's been working out pretty good, like the Atlas iron ore, the Robert Oster pink squirrel, the fountain pen ink that was oozing down the mountain. Like, it fits, but if we really want to get the juices flowing, maybe I'll have to create a personal Twitch channel and we'll have to play this, and like, we'll have to really get crazy with it. Okay, let's move on though. Let's move on.
You want to do a different scenario?
Yeah. Let's move to the next story. We'll do one more story here.
Do they want ancient city or in the forest?
Yeah, did you guys say ancient city or in the forest? And now that I got the hang of this though, I think I understand it now. I'll be able to think ahead of time, unless you guys like the improv. Otherwise, I can think ahead of time a little bit more how to navigate these. I like how we have just a giant spoon here on camera. It's amazing. Ancient city. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to read this out. We'll do ancient city. For the people who are going to be watching this replay, they're going to be like, what is going on? What is happening? But that is the beauty of Hollywood Hour, is that you never know what you're going to get. So, in Lucas, by the way, I know you suggested a game, 1,000 Vampires, but we looked into that and it looked substantially more challenging than this. This is about my pace, where you just draw and make up random things.
1,000-year-old vampire.
1,000-year-old vampire. Yeah. Yeah, so this was like the easiest, I guess, starter TTRPG.
Like dipping your toes.
Yes.
Into the whole thing.
Yes. Here we go. Alone in the ancient city. You are a lone traveler in a bustling ancient city. People have flocked here for thousands of years. You decide to stay a while and explore each district of the city. Each district has features that make it unique. They are represented by cards dealt face down. To create a new district, roll a 6-sided die and place cards face down equal to the number rolled. To flip over a card to discover something, roll a 6-sided die. So if it's a 1 or a 2, it is in a crowded place. If it's a 3 or a 4, you come upon it suddenly. On a 5 or 6, you spot it as you are resting. Yeah. So I think if you were creating a story, you could write like, off into the distance, I noticed, another village, a few clicks away, etc. So I think if you do write, you could get a lot more creative, but I don't think it'd be as fun as drawing. So maybe we'll incorporate it later. You should play the one where you are a muffin. No idea what that is.
I was curious.
Okay, the suit and the rank determine the discovery, and a travel log, a small journal if you have one, record a short description and your reaction in a few sentences, and roll for the next card. Each time you complete a district, write down its name and deal another set of cards face down. Play until you have tired of the city. No idea. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Till you have tired, like you are sick of the city. You're over it. You're tired of it. Okay. And find yourself wishing for a little peace and quiet. If you want to remember your travels, save the journal. If it brings you unwanted feelings of loneliness and longing, burn it. Maybe we should give these out in TikTok orders. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. To switch things up a little bit, I will set the scene, but then I'll have one person comment the topics of what we see, and then I'll write a short blurb I'll create a quick story about it, and then I'll read it out loud. Let's try that. So who wants to go first? Chat, I need somebody to step up. You're basically gonna provide the what we see, and then I'll write a quick story about it, like a 3-sentence story. Yeah, I need to give my drawing a rest, otherwise I'm gonna give out all my secrets of how I draw things. All right, Tanya, this should be good. All right, so it's the same thing. I think we roll first, right?
Oh, I thought you were asking the chat for scenarios.
Oh, no. So,
are you still gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the categories and stuff, and then Tanya, you're going to give me a few words that you want me to write about, and then I'll write a quick story.
Okay. Do you want to roll and then do the card?
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
Okay, and then do the card.
So we do 6 cards?
You don't
No,
have to.
1. We do 1.
Yeah, you can do one at a time.
Okay, so this one is 6. So Tanya, we are alone in an ancient city, keep in mind, and we see something while we are resting. The suit was diamonds. Diamonds are culinary attractions, cafes, restaurants, food stands, farmers markets, walking vendors. It just says we're alone in the city, though. That's so contradicting. What the heck? Is that an oversight? No, okay, people have flocked here for thousands of years. You decide to stay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Here's me trying to outsmart this game. And then we drew a queen, so under a bridge. So I think what it is we're resting under a bridge and we see culinary attractions into the distance. Tanya, go, give me some keywords, and I will create a story here. This should be good.
Ever been to a cafe under a bridge?
No.
Or eaten at any place under a bridge?
I don't think I'm under bridges too often, so.
Which is such a strange scenario.
Mushroom ice cream. Okay, here we go. Tanya, keep giving off words. The seller is an opossum. His name is Grak. Okay, perfect. This is great.
And so the point of all the solo journaling games is to be able to use your notebooks, your inks, your pens in really creative ways.
Yeah, that's a good point. Crystal just mentioned the point of playing journaling games is to inspire you to use your pens, ink, stationery, and to have the creative juices flowing. So there's really no right or wrong way to play this. That's the beauty of it. Mm-hmm. Tanya, this is great.
It's just supposed to be really fun and really flex your imagination. Because people use their fountain pens and stationery for journaling a lot of the time or planning, but like this is just another really fun way to use what you have.
I'm almost done, you guys. How do you spell that name?
Correct. T-R-A-A.
Oh my gosh, we just created a novel. Everyone is so quiet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. Are we ready? Chat, are we ready? Look at all this. That is off the dome. That is off the dome. All right, here we go. We'll call this edition number 1 of Hollywood's short story. Ready? 'Twas dusk, and I found myself alone resting under a bridge. Starved from imagination, I desperately needed food to satisfy my desire to imagine again. As the quiet Z's start to settle in, my mind dazes off. A scent travels towards me. It's the scent of mushroom ice cream, which is the most recognizable flavor of ice cream I've ever seen. The only problem is it's across the bridge being sold by the notorious Grok, an opossum who is sneaky and overcharges shekels. Is it worth it, I say to myself? Yes. I get up, gather my pocket lint, paperclip, and all 5 shekels and make my way. After a grueling 30 steps, I make it to Grok. I ask for the mushroom ice cream special, and I mention that I have 5 shekels to spend, and only 5 shekels to my name. Grok says, sorry, today we're charging more, and the price is 6 shekels. The end. Let's go! Let's go! That was impressive. That was impressive. Short story. We did not get the ice cream. We're still starved for imagination. Part 2 coming out soon. That was sick. What is a shekel? It's alien money. A shekel. It's a form of currency. Maybe I should have stated that. It's a form of currency. A shekel. Chat, what do we think? We're going to do one more, so I need one more person. One more. Did he just create a currency? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's so devastating. You're on the brisk of losing your imagination. You have 5 shekels. You need mushroom ice cream. You get to the vendor, and they raise the price on you to 6. That's brutal. All right, who's up next? I need one more person. One more person. I'm going to lay out the scene. I'll do one more short story. This is the most I've written down in a very long time. I'm a very off-the-dome person, and I don't really journal as often because, 1, I take a lot of notes in meetings. 2, my notes come in the form of like Post-it notes and announcements and things like that. So it's nice to sit down and convey thoughts. That was awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You didn't know that I had a very creative mind. Who's up next? I need one person from the chat. This would be fun to, like, we could create short videos with this, lay out the scene, and then create a story. And then act it out. I wish I was an animator. Imagine if I could animate stuff. That'd be so sick. That would be so sick. Come on, somebody. There's quite a few of you in here. I'll volunteer as tribute. Nikki, perfect. Here we go. So we're going to roll the dice. Here we go. 4, 7 of spades. So we are upset with our... Do you want to carry on the same story? Maybe we should keep carrying on the same story. So we are upset with ourselves because we cannot get the ice cream. So we come across a by a bubbling fountain. We suddenly come across a bubbling fountain, and the spades are public art. So think bronze sculptures with well-rubbed features, colorful graffiti, painted mailboxes, and street performances. So we suddenly came across a bubbling fountain, and some ideas for what's around is public art, bronze sculptures with well-rubbed features, colorful graffiti, painted mailboxes, street performance. My brain is not working right now where I try, same here, but we're making it happen. All right, Nikki, I need some words. What do we see? You find a raccoon performing by a bubbly fountain of soup. Okay. You can keep commenting too. Chat, hang tight.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what you're writing? Just because you get a lot of dead air.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
I know.
That's kind of hard.
Like, you kind of have a hard time multitasking.
Yeah, I do.
That's why I was kind of like afraid to like do the writing.
Yeah. Now hang tight. Maybe next one we'll do it. I gotta focus. Chat, keep each other entertained. Entertain. Unless you guys want me to read as I write.
Yeah, read as you write. Why not?
Okay.
People like know where you're going.
Sure.
I know it's like not a huge reveal at the end, but like it'll,
yeah.
you know, maybe like as you say it out loud, you'll like have more ideas.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, here we go. So here is...
Oh, she gave him a name.
His name is Bosco. Great. Okay, so disappointed but not surprised by the devious grok. The journey continues.
Wow, you're really good at writing.
Off I go. Thank you. With my pocket lint, paperclip, and 5 shekels.
I'm pretty sure shekels are a currency.
Yeah, from Rick and Morty.
But like, no, it's a real currency.
Is it really?
I think so.
Oh, I have no idea. Okay. Still starved. I begin to hallucinate, desperately needing food. After wobbling a trillion kilometers, just joking, we'll put 100 kilometers, a questionable sight presents itself. A shilling is a currency. I've never heard of a shekel.
Why have I heard it before?
After aimlessly wandering, I suddenly come across a raccoon performing by a bubbling fountain of soup. This is good. This is good. This is really good. Smiling at me, the raccoon introduces themselves as Bosco, the raccoon. It asks me of my desire, and I mention how starved I am. Bosco said they are the raccoon god of food, of soup, and they will grant my wish. What kind of soup? What kind of soup we want?
Chicken noodle, lobster bisque.
I love lobster bisque.
I know, me too.
Okay.
That's where I went to Borside yesterday.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, it will. Okay. No. I got something better. And they will grant my wish. Before providing me soup, a musical breaks out with hundreds of raccoons. A flash mob, yeah, a flash mob breaks out with hundreds of raccoons dancing and holding raccoon paw hands together. Impressed, I clap and ask for soup, in which Bosco summons SpaghettiOs that fly out of the fountain and spell out the word Hollywood. I snap out of my daze and realize I am sitting in the studio at Atlas Stationers. Boom! Let's go! I like how you guys are giving soup recommendations. And I am sitting in the studio at Atlas Stationers, No longer starved by my imagination. That was crazy. You guys, this might have been crazy. Great ending. I feel like I could come up with a crazy story. The only problem is my language is like very, I have very simple lingo, very simple. Lemon rice soup, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, so you guys, what did we think? What did we think? This was, I'm telling you, this was incredibly challenging. I will say I had fun doing it, but it is very hard to improvise on the spot when people are watching. I feel like if you're cozied up with like tea or, you know, you got your legs kicked up by the fireplace, I feel like the journaling games would be incredibly fun because you could go super in depth with creating a story and a background. But when you are doing it like kind of on the go and improvising, I know it's all improvising, it's hard to think of things right on the spot because there's not as much time. So Hollywood found a new hobby. I'd actually do this at home. This was entertaining. This was super entertaining. So one, you guys, thank you so much for suggesting this. You know, we put it in the poll in our Discord, and you guys suggested journaling games. So we'll keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out for maybe some more games that don't require as much improv. Maybe like, you know, we roll and we roll the dice, we flip some cards, and then it gives us path A or path B, and then, you know, we do this or do that. Because when we're creating the whole story, it's very challenging. But I really enjoyed it. I'm sure there were some cringe moments, but that's what makes it super fun. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep in mind, Friday we got the EXP sale, which will be held on YouTube for the live stream at 12 p.m. Central Time, and this event will happen in Discord. And then the Chicago Pen Show, May 1st through 4th. We'll have 1 or 2 more Hollywood hours leading up to the Chicago Pen Show, but we can't wait to see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all stay smooth.